Hi, I'm Ben Droz. We're in Colorado at the NOCO Hemp Expo. And I'm sitting here with Courtney Moran, who's from Portland, Oregon, and she has been working on a lot of really exciting stuff. I hope you're actually from Portland. You really work across the state. And I'm very excited about what you have been up to this week. You want to tell us a little bit about HB 4060?
Yes, absolutely. So in Oregon, we formed the Oregon Industrial Hemp Farmers Association back in August, and we have been working with the legislature this past legislative session to implement House Bill 4060, which was just signed into law on Tuesday by Governor Brown. House Bill 4060...
This Tuesday?
Yes.
Signed into law?
Signed into law.
Wow, that is breaking news. You heard it today on Hemp Tomorrow.
Yeah, so House Bill 4060 brings the regulation of industrial hemp in Oregon in line with traditional agricultural regulations. So now Oregon industrial hemp farmers are regulated the same as traditional farmers. They have the same cultivation practices using clones, cuttings, and transplants, able to use greenhouses and agricultural buildings. We've also allowed for testing by private test facilities that have been licensed and accredited by our Oregon Liquor Control Commission and our Oregon Health Authority. And it also requires for mandatory testing for any products intended for human consumption, because we want to make sure that any Oregon industrial hemp products going to the marketplace are safe. And that's what our bill has done.
That is so important. Quality control is incredibly important. And so so this bill was just signed into law.
Yes.
What was the process like? What was the process like from your end? And how did you really make this happen?
Well, in August, the Oregon Department of Agriculture actually ceased issuing licenses for that production season, and several of the farmers and I were a little bit alarmed about that. So we took action, we formed an association and rallied all of the Oregon industrial hemp farmers into one association. We have weekly phone calls discussing any issues that the farmers are having, and we took these issues to the legislature, and we had Representative Carl Wilson sponsor our bill. We had 3 other legislators, Representative Gomberg, Representative Val Hoyle, and Representative Ann Leininger, support the bill. We had 14 additional bipartisan co-sponsors. The bill passed unanimously out of the Senate and out of the House with a vote of 54-4, and was just signed into law by Governor Brown. So we've had unanimous support in Oregon for industrial hemp, and we're really looking forward to a very successful production season.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I also want to say, Oregon not only has unanimous support in the state, it actually on the congressional level,
yes.
The senators, the representatives, they're on board. And so being able to pass this legislation on the state level with so much support, that is exciting.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're really grateful for having all of our congressional delegates in support of industrial hemp, which, they are working very hard on the Industrial Hemp Farming Act, but we do not have to wait for Congress to act. So what I have been doing, I'm working with my co-petitioner Andy Kerr, and we are launching the ReLegalizing Industrial Hemp Project. The ReLegalizing Industrial Hemp Project, you can learn more about it at tinyurl.com/relegalizinghemp. And this project is going to be filing a formal rulemaking petition to the DEA to remove industrial hemp from the Controlled Substances Act definition of marijuana. Now, as U.S. citizens, we have a right guaranteed under the First Amendment to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This has been further codified in the Administrative Procedures Act, in the Controlled Substances Act, and in the DEA's own regulations that citizens have the right to petition the DEA for a review of their rules. DEA's current treatment of industrial hemp and classifying that as marijuana is completely arbitrary and capricious. It's not based in science, it's not based on any facts, and it's not based in law. So we are petitioning the DEA to remove industrial hemp from the definition of marijuana, which you all have an opportunity to be a part of. If you make a donation to the ReLegalizing Industrial Hemp Project, your name will be included in our petition. This is your chance to tell the DEA that you support industrial hemp and that you want to ensure that all U.S. farmers have a right to cultivate industrial hemp freely without fear of federal prosecution. Now, lots of progress has been made on the state level for relegalizing hemp, but until federally we have relegalized hemp, we will not be able to see the true benefits of this crop, not the environmental benefits, the public health benefits, the ability to strengthen our economy. And it is so incredible to see so many people here at NOCO, all these businesses, all these different advocates out conveying their message, providing education. But until we actually legalize on the federal level, we will not be able to see the true potential for this plant. So I encourage you to check out tinyurl.com/relegalizing-hemp. Check out the ReLegalizing Industrial Hemp Project. We need your support. We are asking for donations to fund this project. It takes all of us, but together we will re-legalize industrial hemp.
You are absolutely right, Courtney. And what an amount of leadership coming out of Oregon. Not only is Senator Wyden the champion of the Industrial Hemp Farming Act in the Senate with Senator Merkley, not only is Congressman Blumenauer one of the most vocal supporters of hemp,
Absolutely.
but also Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici is the author of a hemp amendment, and Congressman Kurt Schrader has been one of our champions as well, coming from the Ag District. Not to mention, any other members. It sounds like there is so much support and leadership in Oregon. It's very exciting, and this sounds like a very exciting project that you're working on because it actually subverts the congressional process. Is so time consuming.
Right.
We've been, the Industrial Hemp Farming Act has been in the House for over a decade, and it still has never had a hearing. So you're saying, why wait for Congress to act? Congress is gridlocked. Let's go straight to the DEA, and and to do that takes leadership, that takes courage. Thank you so much, and I will definitely be checking that out. And that's very exciting. So what's the time frame that you're working on for this petition?
So we will be filing the petition to DEA within the next few weeks. What happens is the DEA administrator is then required to inform the Department of Health and Human Services. The Secretary of the DHHS is then required to conduct a scientific study to determine whether industrial hemp should maintain its current schedule, be rescheduled, or be descheduled. The administrator will then make a recommendation to DEA, which DEA is required to follow. Now, if the recommendation is not to deschedule industrial hemp, as we are requesting, there is additional protection afforded to us in the Administrative Procedure Act, and we can go to a court and have them review the agency decision. And if the agency decision is found to be arbitrary, capricious, contrary to law, and not based on substantial evidence, a judge can overturn that. And with scientific and medical researchers and law enforcement researchers all conclusive that industrial hemp is not marijuana, we know that we will win this time. This has been tried before, but the science was not conclusive at that time, and now it is.
Absolutely. Well, it is great that we have such a young, bright, and sharp attorney working on this like yourself. Courtney, thank you so much for being with us today. And this is Ben Droz signing off. We're in Colorado at the NOCO Hemp Expo. Stay tuned for more.